Okay. Hey, hi, everyone. You know what? The previous 4 episodes were utter misery and anguish, but these next few are gonna be fun, because I'm gonna switch my stupid brain off and just try to enjoy myself and flirt with everyone. Like normal. How did the mastermind know that Kyoko was gonna tell Aon about the keys for the trap to work? It doesn't matter. Why was Byakuya in such a hurry to get to the verdict? No one cares. He's probably just impatient. And I'm gonna do this last trial right. I'm pretty sure it was Socrates who said it's not toxic positivity if you're like real self-aware about it. Okay. Just gonna try and go with the flow. Chill out, relax. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine, man. And I do still want to play Danganronpa 2 after all this, though I did consider chickening out. So I'll probably carry this mindset over to when we do that, and I'll just be like, it's cool, man, whatever. Stuff is words and stuff. It's like, who cares? It's like, whatever. That's gonna be me when we play Danganronpa 2. And we're gonna have such a good time. Starting from the top, I opened all the chest drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, it's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Fair, sorry. Shouldn't have tried to push that on you, being that it was your dolls and all. I'll just go try it on the lockers in the locker room if that's okay. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? I don't know, in Makoto. Headmaster's e-handbook added. Let me just read how they phrase it. An emergency handbook was found in the headmaster's room. This handbook apparently has no restrictions and was given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Always. A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more,
Hey.
but could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
Need
a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you have with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Right. Oh my god, she phased through the wall with me for a minute there. Fair enough. I felt a bit bad I didn't get a chance to talk to her, because I was trying to talk to her to comfort her earlier before I forgot. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Did you find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know! But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. The headmaster was in here, but not taking any steps. 15 of us met in the mail hall, and Mukuro add Mukuro to the mix and he gets 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. It's definitely not impossible that Junko is the body we saw. The hair color looked about right. Although it'd be pretty hard to hide those massive ponytails in that mask, and the multiple wounds across the body was congruent with her method of death. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. I don't know about undeniably. Is the one still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Yasuhiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I think it's definitely possible that Mukuro is still alive. But if she's been alive this whole time, you'd wonder how she was alive when she didn't attend any of the class trials. You know, like, even if she was the mastermind controlling Monokuma being there doesn't mean she attended the class trial. That's a bunch of horse plot. She wasn't at the stand. Kyoko, they were about to execute Kyoko for being in a different room when they tried to start her trial, so that would be pretty silly. They were just like, Mukuro phoned it in, and it was fine. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. You what? I thought you said it looks like it reads a e-handbook. Oh, just because that one's crumpled. Sorry, I see. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card. How about the headmaster's one? And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Damn, alright. This is a crystal ball. A crystal ball? I know, I was thinking Yasuhiro seems like he could be the owner of this. This can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Are they all going to be having personal... are there going to be 6 lockers and each of them's going to have personal effects that relate to one of the people who's still alive? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff it is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Hero, yeah. So it is looking more like... either like... The android's theory or the clone's theory is a thing. We've all been through this before. Glass half full. Maybe that means none of the people who died in this really died. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hakakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? Or alternatively, this is just the dorm room we were at when we were living in Hopepeak and it was normal. The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? I don't understand what Makoto thinks the photographs are about. If not, evidence that we all attended classes here for a time. I guess they just settled on, they were probably fake. So what is this notebook? Fine questions, but sorry, there was a pack of cigarettes or playing cards? Tarot cards, maybe. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Well, I mean, can you still call it that after you've read the notebook? I guess they were expecting me to read that first. I should have checked how many lockers are still intact. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we got inside. It's gonna be like sports stuff or... I don't see anything that might be a clue. Oh, never mind. That's me told. I feel like the locker doors that are broken you could still open. But I guess he's just saying there's nothing interesting in there. This thing is practically empty. This could be mine or Kyoko's then. It's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Unless these are everyone's confiscated effects, I guess. There's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Yeah, time is of the essence. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook. My hand froze when I got to a certain page. It's gonna probably be Kyoko. By the way, the under the sheets message that she gave us looked like it was like typed out in Arial. There's no way a human being wrote that. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. You must not leave or whatever. There's a plan to turn Hopepeak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. So, like, they're bombing the outside world and creating, like, a utopia of perfect students or whatever to raise humanity's next generation. It's like a Fallout vault. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I probably should just start reading it as Kyoko. I can't imagine a worse father. Oh, I read it as Kyoko just in time for it to end. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? Sorry, I didn't read it because I assumed he was going to. What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? It said, so if the spare walks amongst us, there is a second to spare. And so we survive, there's a second to spare. Right. Locker pocketbook added. We'll just leave it there. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in these lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko? There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I'd have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. And these are all broken. Okay, off to Headmaster's room, maybe. I think we probably got most of what is needed from here. Music stopped? Oh, okay, it's just gonna go back to the normal investigation theme here. Yeah, I would have preferred it if you were going to have a super dramatic investigation theme that it play for the last trial, that it only play for the last trial, but so be it. Let's try the Monokuma door, shall we? Hey, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it, because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. And I raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? All right, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Definitely very much a control type room. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
What the heck?
Every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. Oh, you don't want to go up to the second floor of the dorms then. Or classroom 5C for that matter. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Even me'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. We're saying this is how you control Monokuma, I'm pretty sure. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already japping away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please! I'm getting scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. So we are saying this is how you control Monokuma, and you do it all with keys, which seems tough to make him move that intricately, but... Did I just hear what I think I heard? It's the first time I've ever seen him just like on the ground like that. Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
What?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh, man! So, you can't see through Monokuma? How does any of the stuff that happened happen, then? Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. So does it just real-time translate your voice into the Monokuma voice? Or do you type it and then he says it? Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room, and this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, you couldn't monitor at the same time, right? Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. So what they're saying is, anytime Monokuma had to notice something and then like go act somewhere, it was the mastermind in the monitor's room and then going, oh crap, and then running into the Monokuma room to hit buttons. I don't think that works with most of the stuff that Monokuma's been able to do, but whatever. For instance, there are no security cameras in the trial room, so how could Monokuma have possibly seen Celeste hand Kyoko the locker key? He couldn't. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a... This is like the 6th time we've done. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope Speaks since the killing game began are those 16 students. The mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? It had to be the 16th student, since there were plenty of situations, day ones, for instance, where all of us were together. 15 of us, I mean. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. No, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just that you're hiding stuff from me for no reason, which makes me kind of upset. No, I get it. He doesn't want to necessarily tell her his theory if he can't be sure who to trust. Although, a minute ago, he was all like, I trust everyone, and I'm going to. This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. I really hope it's not true. You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Is there anything else to examine here? There was a hatch on the ground. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Okay. If you really don't want me to examine the hatch. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. That's why they didn't want me to examine it. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked! Because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like!
Hey,
it's for your benefit! Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around! Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Oh, okay, so they're saying... The mastermind was literally hiding in that hatch while we were in the room, and then just waited for us to get out, and locked it. Then that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it! No, it wasn't, because I tried it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever! Now that this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating! I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. But using the secret unlock tool surely isn't breaking in. Peace! He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Huh? Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. You just go off at a full spring. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. What was I gonna do next? Oh, headmaster's room. Yeah. And then probably the biology room. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Koto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Hey, behind those curtains, are there windows? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Would I ever? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student roster. Right. So not just, Mukuro, but she was class 78. Class 78? Student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room, it came from this.
see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page, and since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Host Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikasaba, 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. It just tore it right off the binder, yeah. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in
other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. The second one saying something about her being the ultimate despair or whatever. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered O's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all, so that was their hint to us that the body isn't Mukuro. Basically. I assume it's Junko. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. We would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Probably whatever, something to do with Makoto. Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Her name is beside it. Byakuya. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. And even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's Arium boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I just suggest you pay attention. Wait. No thanks. I'm gonna go.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? Think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Ignorance.
Let me get out of here. Remember this moment. Oh, that was funny. Let's hear it. Advice for me? We seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith into her.
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. Actually, your hunch has already been proven wrong by the bad ending, where Makoto didn't trust her and it all turned out poorly. So, I understand what you're saying, and your comments are valuable, but I'm going to ignore your advice. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Oh, these faces are creepy. Especially this one. What the hell is going on with you? There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. A shield? That's funny. I don't see a shield. I see a sword and a samurai helmet, same as the one down in this gym, but even in the headmaster's room there's a monitor. Class 78 student registry. Apparently that's us. There's profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at O's Peak. Mukuro Ikasaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Yeah, I get that. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. I'm a little surprised he wouldn't check himself, his own profile. Like the profiles of everyone, while he had a chance here. Considering there's now questions about where we were prior to the killing game. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Right. Let's get daddly daddle. Biolab, then the body. Did a pointless loop for no reason? Everyone ignore me. I don't know if this will somehow give us access to systems that will allow us to... Well, it really does look like it started a Resident Evil. I don't know if this room will somehow let us understand, like, who the body is, like if we can take a skin sample or whatever. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There are icicles hanging from the monitor. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Oh, are these like our clones or whatever? But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. It seems been like this before. That's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. Okay, so there are how many remaining? 7. So it's about, this is how many students are alive still, right? It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. Ah, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body as fresh as a daisy for as long as they need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Although if I'm right that the body is Junko's, you would wonder why there are not 8 lights dimmed, if her body had been removed. This is one of those fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Then does that mean everyone who's died is... they're all in this little room? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Biolab secret. But there's lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot, lit up in blue, another one of the victims? I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. There's no way to just check who's in each of these, I guess. Or he doesn't feel like it. But that does throw a bit of a wrench in my theory that it's Junko. I mean, unless they just put something else as a placeholder in. Maybe they hid themselves in the morgue. Maybe they're like, they just cryo-froze themselves in Junko's place or something. Mukuro, I mean. Whoever the killer is, but probably Mukuro. Oh, never mind. They just put the body back in. Huh? It's gone! Mukuro's body! It's not here? They put Junko's body back in Junko's slot, I guess. I'm sure there's more around here I need to check. Oh, you just want me to check in all the buildings and everything? Think the body's inside the tool shed? I better check just to be sure. You didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing, that tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab. Which is bad news bears, because it basically means... well, it basically means it was either Mukuro or Kyoko, because no one else could have gotten into the biolab. So I assume it's going to come back down to them. They're going to be like, well, Kyoko had the tool, so she got into the biolab and took it. We're going to be like, nuh-uh, because the mastermind could have done it. Maybe. That's all I really need to check here. Right. I concur. Where here next? Is there one more place on our list of places that I've forgotten? Oh, the dojo. Yes. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were. What do you want? Sorry. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? Well, there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will! I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that! I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I might just have a look around to be sure. We got a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. They were really, really hoping she would mention the secret tool to someone. Oh, hey, there's another coin here. The cherry tree is in full bloom. Nothing strange about that. I mean, except for the fact that it's kind of inside. There shouldn't be any wind making the petals flow around. Aw, man. I wanted to go get another thing from the Mono machine.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
It's alright.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Oh, I thought for sure we were out of time.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap, but even knowing that. He said to go to the gym, right? Did indeed. Let's just quickly hit up the Mono machine. No. Oh, hey, Hero. Oh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Is he been hiding something this whole time? I assume Monokuma told him something unhelpful. I'm worried about Hero. Hero was acting, but right now I need to get to the gym. Right. Is it going to be just Makoto by himself? Yeah, I figured so. He's got like a different message for each of us that's going to try and obfuscate the situation of the case, because there's obviously no regulation about just straight up lying to people.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Interesting that all of a sudden they're just showing him as like another pop-up character. Well, it just so happens to be the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? There's an envelope on the ground in front of me. I tried to run. After all this time, I'm really not worried about this thing anymore. Fair. This must be the envelope. Red squares. What's that about? And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Take whatever you find in there with a grain of salt, Makoto. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Right, so it's got Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Sayaka, Yasuhiro, Hifumi, look, it's Sakura with her hand on Hifumi's head. Kiyotaka, Junko's face is covered for some reason. Chihiro, Hina, Kyoko, Toko, and Byakuya, but no Makoto. Oh no, wait, is that him in the back behind Yasuhiro? I think so. There's a little, like, prohibited sign over Junko's, like, navel. For some reason. Well, don't we all look dapper? Sakura's got, like... Was her actual outfit like that? Like, it was like Jetpack Joyride, where she's got, like, the sleeves torn off because she's just that buff? It wasn't, right? Oh, it doesn't show it. Featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. So the point is that you can't see Makoto in it, and Junko's face is, for some reason, covered. How heavy do they say... Mukuro was 97 pounds? Is that not similar to Makoto's weight? 115, okay, I'm off. Plus she's 5'7". He's not that tall. I was just thinking, they look a little similar, don't they? Like in the face? Same eye color and stuff? Defeated a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Host Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She was the only one I didn't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikisaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? By the way, how different are her characteristics from Junko's? They're both 5'7", 97 pounds, huh? What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. And it looks like Hifumi's taking the picture with a mirror or whatever. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Host Peak Academy. That's probably why Yasuhiro was freaking out, because he thinks Makoto's like a ghost or whatever. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural... is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else? And just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Your photo added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's trial time. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. I left the gym dejected. Say that 5 times fast. I left the gym dejected. I left the... How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? He put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up, but not before I've played some more of the Mono machine. Doink! Tumbleweed! Awesome! I should probably get going. So, where is everyone? Anyone on this floor with me? No. Here? Hina's in the dining hall. Again, it's nighttime, but whatever. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, gotta go! What? She went out so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina! Why? Why won't you talk to me? I assume because you're not in the photo, everyone else thinks you're the mastermind somehow, or like a ghost or something. So I guess we gotta be prepared for Byakuya, Toko, and Kyoko to similarly... I mean, Kyoko probably won't run away in terror, but she'll probably be like, I can't be talking to you right now. I should have figured Byakuya was in the archive. Well, Byakuya! Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya? I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Gotta imagine Kyoko somewhere on this floor. Oh, I'm wrong. I would have thought for sure she'd be in the headmaster's room or something. Are we seriously never gonna get to use the music room in a trial? It's like the most dramatic room in the school. Makoto, now would be an awesome time to pick up this class file and see if you're registered. Okay, never mind. There's absolutely nothing in the world right now that can convince Makoto to look for himself in class 78 registry. Is Toko still hanging out in the dojo? I was just looking at the map and forgot what it said. No, sorry. There are ones in the garden. Toko's in the biolab. Does that mean I miss Kyoko, or is she nowhere to be seen right now? Hey, Hiro! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry! Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. He was afraid of me. Why? Oh yeah, Kyoko was probably in the second floor dorms. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. Oh, I don't love that the music stopped. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Toko? Ah, but one of these is open because she saw the body, I see. It's open, but Toko... Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? No. It's cold! Super cold! It's so cold I think I might catch cold! If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What, I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know! Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Mr. Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Pick up a Bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Which is Jack's memories when I did the truth bullet section of your handbook. What I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so. I knew it! I totally knew it! I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. Can't you imagine how lonely you must be right now? Who shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. There's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway, because besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Oh dear. Why is the blue light on if the body's out? The fridge, it's open! But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. I didn't. I thought it was a biolab. There's a microscope on it and everything. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and oh, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
Would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
anyway.
Damn, it's not a very compassionate response. It's a bit uncharacteristic. Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
We should check the identities of every body in the morgue is what we should do. Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge.
See.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while they were in the class trial. The mastermind did it. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
Maybe you're right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
so then.
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Shouldn't he go check the identities of the other bodies? All right. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights. Right.
It would seem.
The blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights are on, including Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights has been updated in the shoot pulled section of your handbook. Again, so there's another person besides the 6 that we think. And if we're all fairly confident Junko got speared up, that means Junko's body is in one of these, and Mukuro is still at large. Probably. I can't leave the things the way they are right now. So how do I wait? Just talk to her again? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Why not?
Because.
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I thought that myself. I was like, I think I still would have taken it, just in case, in trying to confuse us, they let us in on some useful information, which I think they have here, considering Junko's got the prohibited sign on her. But never mind that. The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's because I'm just supposed to go poking around, I guess. I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly... Oh, do you want me to investigate the body? I was like, let's get out of her way. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Never mind, they just want me to poke around or whatever, I guess. I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone could do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings, i.e. the multiple wounds were the cause of death because it was Junko and they were killed way earlier, and everyone just assumed for no reason that they had been killed the night Makoto was sick. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is the other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old?
Because.
All the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference?
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However.
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
Then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
at
What?
the very least.
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many? I neglected to bring this up in the trial for no reason. I kinda thought it would be funny.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as
In
they
other
can.
words-
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Okay, so if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So,
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikasawa. I don't know about without a doubt, Kyoko.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
Then.
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. I mean, granted, again, we're saying all this information is non-canon, so I magically know that Junko has the same proportions, but no one else could. Unless they'd looked at the Class 78 registry, which everyone avoided doing for some reason. Let's get going, it's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then.
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on! I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now. But I'll start by looking over at the other side of the room for some reason. Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
So.
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook. The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because.
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. Why? But you lost your memory, so you don't remember. How can you speak authoritatively on it? And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
If that's true.
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you could... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker? If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Her video. Class 78 Urgent Interviews. A DVD? And it says Class 78 Urgent
So-
Interviews? I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. Next time on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Trigger Hoppy Havoc? All you have to do to trigger Hoppy is make fun of Happy. This is a fun setup for this trial. I'm liking it. I think they were being myself personally, I think they're being a little heavy-handed with the constant flashbacks to how Junko died all of a sudden when they hadn't been doing that in the previous trials. To be like, remember how Junko died with multiple wounds? I got it. It was actually pretty hard to forget, game. Don't worry. But still, I'm keen to see these interviews. The next bit of the channel is going to be some more Okami, where we've just hit a new area, got some new abilities. It's actually all kind of opening up in a rather splendid way. And that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! I don't know, but it kind of worked. Alright, this is the bit where you just kind of runs around this for a bit. So, here's and then you block. Oh, I did that one too early. Why don't I vanish? Because I'm not ready. Oh, there's more of this, sorry. Then,